I'm pretty tired of working on these seats, so the goal is to get the seats done and installed in this episode. I'm tired of working on them. You guys are probably tired of watching me work on them, so quick time lapse. I'm gonna do the driver's side, get that done, get it installed, and then I still have to finish the passenger side because, as you know, I had to take the frame all apart because the motors weren't working, etc., etc. Well, it may look like I have the passenger side installed. I don't have it installed at all. This has been a complete mess. To get the passenger seat out, I had to disassemble the whole bottom, the tracks, the motors, everything, because the motor to move it back and forth did not work. After taking it apart, I didn't see anything particularly wrong. I'm guessing there was just something jammed in the tracks keeping it from moving. Fits the bill. The car was covered in trash and loose change and all that stuff, so probably something found its way in there. Now I put the seat all back together, thought I had it all nice and squared up. This has been an absolute fight. But I go to put it in the car and the 4 seat bolts do not align. I can only get one side of the track in, not the other. Kind of a potential large problem. And to go on top of that, the seat switches broke. They pretty much exploded. Now I can't move the thing back and forth. So this is this is a problem. So before I attempt to get this passenger seat fully installed and working, let's rewind just a little bit. I need to get a thumbnail, but I have no driver's seat and I don't have shifter cables installed. YouTube struggles. Oh, that's way too tall. It's gonna be annoying. Oh my goodness, I can't see anything. I don't know where neutral is. That feels like neutral. I also don't have a working parking brake. The airbag lights are on, the check engine lights are on, all the lights are on. This is, wow. Well, hopefully the car doesn't roll away. Eek. That should work. Fun. Moving on to recovering the driver's seat. I already know what I'm doing because I already did the passenger side. This shouldn't take too long. This is going to be a super quick time lapse. I think it's going to turn out pretty good, or at least decent. If you guys remember, my heated seat on the driver's side didn't work. So when it came to tearing this back part of the seat apart, I noticed a wire wasn't connected. I don't know how it had become dislodged, but I'm hoping by reconnecting that, that's gonna fix the heated seat on the driver's side. Well, I cut out my thumb pretty good with the razor when I was cutting out the parts of the leather that need cut out, but I'm almost done. This one definitely went faster, a little smoother, about the same result though. But I'm almost ready to completely finish it up and get this back in the car, and then I can actually drive the car again because it's been down for like a week or so, maybe a little longer. Back is on. It looks pretty decent. Not bad at all. A quick cleaning with, you guessed it, foaming glass cleaner. I'm telling you guys, this stuff works on everything. Try it out. You won't be disappointed. It's not just great on glass. It's good at degreasing and just getting dirt and grime out of almost anything. Oh boy, lots of wires. Why are there so many? Oh, I almost forgot, guys. I've got a winner for my first ever giveaway. This is pretty special to me because this is the first one I've ever done. You guys seem to enjoy it. More merch was purchased than usual, so thank you to everyone that purchased stuff. It means a lot and it helps me on my journey to do this full-time and quit my current full-time job. Now, I had no involvement with the giveaway at all and who was selected. All your entries are entered automatically on the website. It's run by Social Boost Giveaways. So through their app, the winner of my first ever giveaway is Jeff Savila of Texas. Congratulations, Jeff. You'll be getting this in the mail very shortly. Thanks, Jeff, and thanks to everyone who entered to win. I do have another giveaway coming up. I'm going to do it a little differently this time, so I think I can reach a broader audience, aka other countries. Thanks, guys. Back to the video. Power seat part still works. Very solid. Come here, guys. Driver's seat in, fully installed, all trim installed, all motors working, looking pretty nice. Now onto the passenger side. I did my best to try to get the tracks aligned, to try to get it all in there, all the motors working, all the electronics, etc. But to the best of my ability, I just couldn't do it. I did end up putting the bottom cushion on there just to see what it looked like with both seats installed. Granted, I still need to get a more powerful steamer, and I want to really steam this leather to see how many more of these wrinkles I can get out. I think I can get a good many of them out, and I know on video it doesn't look great, but I'm telling you, in person, these look and feel so much better than the old leather that was in there. And I don't think one of my videos would be complete without some video of me cleaning up the huge, giant catastrophe of a mess that I've made on my workbench and all around the garage. I also took this opportunity to at least vacuum out the car quick because I made a pretty big mess in there as well. I'm actually going to have to clean the carpets a second time. That was a lot of frustrating work, but rewarding. The seats look great in there. They look actually better in person. A couple minor wrinkles, but you gotta remember, I just put them in. I'm gonna try steaming them some more, letting them out in the sun. I think it's gonna look even better, and they look way better than the old nasty seats, that's for sure. And while the driver's side looks really good and is complete, I got all the trim pieces on there, bolted down, everything works. Even fixed the heated seat. That's good news. The passenger side is a different story. So over here you saw basically none of the motors work. Well, now the forward and backward motor does work, but the side controls basically just exploded fell apart. So I gotta find a replacement for that. And then additionally, the motors that lift the front up and down and the rear up and down, they don't work. So I'm kind of at the point now where I think I'm just gonna either find a cheap beat up seat and transfer the things over, or I'll just find a whole new lower portion of the seat to swap, because what's the point of swapping a couple motors, a couple cables, a couple controls? Might as well just do it all in one shot. That way I don't have to take it all apart, because it is annoying getting in there and messing with that. I want to make sure it's done right and works right. Of course, I still have the new parking brake handle to install since I destroyed that one. And I've got some other little bits to do on the inside, but making good progress. I got my new used switches for the passenger seat. Now I'm just waiting on the new bottom rails with all motors intact working. They should be here tomorrow or the next day. So for now, I might as well pull the passenger seat out and see how hard it is to remove the top section from the bottom section. I'm hoping it's not too bad. That way that'll be an easy swap and we can call this seat project donezo. And this time I have the car on the correct side of the garage, so it's a lot easier and better access. This is what I rigged up for now. I actually swapped the buttons because this button just disintegrated. This one looks like it's probably disintegrated. The middle one is the one that moves it back and forth. I moved it to the up and down. That way I can move the seat, and it actually works. As you guys can see, this didn't work before. So now that I can confirm that the tracks work, I guess it means absolutely nothing because I'm getting new tracks. That was a really moot point, wasn't it? Take this back apart again. I'm a professional at it. So if you guys zoom in here, this motor works. That's the slider back and forth. This motor, this is the cable. It's completely destroyed, which is supposed to attach to this motor. And this front motor does not work at all. The reclining motor is hidden somewhere up in there. That does work. So once I get this new seat bottom on, everything should work. Hey, let's freaking go. That was significantly easier than I thought. I thought maybe the bolts might be buried somewhere under leather, something like that. That's not the case. That's going to be an easy swap. I mean, you can see this thing is just completely out of whack. But in the meantime, let me install and wire up the new switch. I need to undo probably all of this wiring. Little bit of a hassle. I had to swap the seatbelt harness into here, which is not exactly easy because I didn't exactly know what I was doing, but I did get it in there without breaking it. We now should have working switches all the way around. Once that frame gets here, all the motors should work. I'm excited. Also, another project to do. I got a new used e-brake to replace the one that I exploded. Reasons why it broke are still up in the air. Now a shout out to subscribers like you guys, because I got this new e-brake from a subscriber who reached out to me. Sold it to me super cheap, and that's awesome. Otherwise, that's a part that's kind of hard to find, especially one that's hard to find at a good price. So shout out to Young Timers Garage. Check them out on Instagram. Thank you again, man. Let's get this thing installed. So the car has a working emergency brake. Again, pretty useful part of the car. I'm gonna grab the old impact and just run this in at full bore. I'm kidding. I will use a hand ratchet this time, and this time only. Don't get used to it. I still don't think that's what broke it. Feels good. I feel good about it. Now this is another used e-brake handle. It's in much nicer condition than mine, but I still want to make it a little nicer, so I found a company, might be a few companies, that make a leather cover that covers the whole thing, and it looks pretty nice, so I think I'm going to go that route. I just haven't ordered it yet. But overall, sir, much better than what I had, especially the fact that it works, and it's not broken into 5 pieces. You yourself may be wondering, and I wonder this myself, why I'm always working on the ground. Well, it's because I have a very small garage, limited workspace, 2 cars in here, and all of my tabletop space is basically just taken over by junk and projects. I have a welding table that's on wheels that would probably work to put the seat up on to work on, but it's got a bunch of stuff on it too that I need to get rid of and sort through and organize. There's stuff all in front of it. I got an engine over there I gotta put together. More of the engine is over here. I gotta get these projects under control. But luckily, I got a new mobile working table from Beaver. I'm gonna throw that together really quick. And then by the time that's done, the new frame for the seat should be here. I can finish that up, put the seat in. Yeah. Was quite easy to put together. Nice sturdy little rollable table, I like it a lot. Now I can install the new used lower seat portion, which I have sitting up here, get that seat finished up and install it and be done with this leather nonsense. Seats all back together, looking really good. Still need to condition it. I gave it a quick clean. That's about it. But time to put it in the car for the last time. And shout out to Beaver for this little mobile workstation here. It worked out perfectly. Easy to put together. It's cost effective. I'll have a link below. Beaver's always helping out the channel. Be sure to check it out if you need something like this. It was much better than working on the floor. Plugged in, all the motors are doing something. That is an excellent start. Both fronts are lined up perfectly. Oh, none of this has ever worked before. Oh, that's so nice. Not that I'll ever sit over there, but whoo! All of them line up. All of them work. Everything works. It's straight. I might just sit here for a minute or two. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a nice seat. Well, overall, very happy. Definitely worth it. Let's get this finished up and show you guys final product. Oh, but first I need to check and clear the airbag lights to make sure all the wiring is good and make sure that it doesn't come back, because we don't want that. Well, this is also going to be a reveal of what check engine lights we have currently. See what ones have come back. That's a constant battle that I'm usually losing, because that's no good. And that's simply on because I removed the seats with the battery connected, which I knew this airbag light would come on, but I had this CG Solid scanner, which gets rid of them. Codes found 2. Evap system vent control circuit. We still have that problem coming back. I'm not sure what that actually is. And then catalyst system efficiency below threshold bank 1. So the evap one keeps coming back. I gotta dive into that and see what that problem is. Airbag control system fault. Yeah, there it is. So we'll clear that out just in a second. Quick clearing of the faults, and that airbag light will go away, as it should. All right, everything cleared. Solid. Oh no, not solid. Crap. Started tearing the seat back out, trying to get a look at the wiring harness underneath to see if something came unplugged. I didn't have something hooked up right. Messed with this for probably over an hour and came away with basically nothing. My only thought was swapping in the new wire harness with the working switches. Maybe there's something a little different than the old one that was in there. I'm not sure. But hey, at least for now, the seats are in, look good, and work. So I messed around and I keep getting code 31, passenger side airbag. I messed with the wiring, I looked at the old wiring, looked at the new wiring. I didn't see any reason that that would be an issue. So your thoughts would be appreciated as to why you think that light is now coming on from the passenger side. You think it's a seatbelt issue? Not sure. Your help would be appreciated, guys. Even if it doesn't look like it on camera, I'm telling you the seats are so much nicer than what was in there before. I'm actually really happy with them. I'm gonna keep working on them and seeing if I can get those wrinkles out in the future, but for now, I'm pumped. As you can see, the whole interior isn't completely back together. That's because I have something special planned for the center console. Stay tuned for that. We'll see you in an upcoming video, guys. Thanks for watching.